Well, I don't think he's showing up.
I'm sure he'll be here any minute. He said he'd meet us here today.
And yet, I do not see the lawyer. Van Exel, what does next week look like?
Jam-packed, Your Honor.
Okay, well, let's try to find a space for the state versus Milo Roberts and issue a continuance.
Sorry I'm late, Your Honor. You have my solemn word that it will never happen again. The thing is, I just caught this case last night, and I was finishing up some business down in detention, and a fight broke out in the yard. I got stuck in a lockdown. No one gets in, no one gets out. Couldn't even get to my cell phone anyway. How you doing, Milo? I'm here now. Stuart Collins for the defense. We're Lemis, Your Honor. Amy?
I thought you were in Sri Lanka.
It didn't even occur to me that you would...
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm out of the loop here. Does Your Honor have a pre-existing relationship with Mr. Collins?
No, relationship, no.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of. We were in the same class at law school together.
Is that all?
Once, I appeared before Judge Gray in criminal court back when I was a prosecutor.
Okay. Is that all?
Several years ago, Mr. Collins recommended me to the governor for an appellate court position.
I see. So that's all.
Well...
Yes, that's all.
We went swimming together.
Swimming?
Once.
It was twice. Once with clothes, once...
Mr. Collins.
It was kind of a date.
And that's enough.
Your Honor.
Yes.
I have a couple of questions.
Yes, I'm sure you do, but I'm not going to answer any of them because I'm officially recusing myself from this case. So, Mr. Van Exel, would you please find another docket for the state versus Milo Roberts? And, hey, how about a 10-minute recess? How does that sound? Sounds good to me, and that'll bring us to 5 o'clock. And, have a good evening, everyone.
10-minute recess.
What? You gonna tell me you never went swimming with a judge?
No, absolutely not. Go change.
Come on. What's wrong with this shirt?
Okay, first of all, that's not a shirt. That's a third of a shirt.
It's called a belly shirt. And for your information, everyone wears them.
Well, for your information, I don't care if everybody wears them. You're too young to wear it.
According to who?
According to me.
I knew you were going to see that.
And your doctor.
Dr. Pollard says I can't wear a belly shirt?
Yes, she does. On account of your condition.
What condition?
Your, prematurely inverted belly button condition. No, well, sure, it looks fine now because we had it fixed when you were an infant, but too much exposure to sun or air, and it might pop out again. And I don't think that's a risk you want to take.
I don't believe you.
Go change your shirt! What was she thinking?
Heaven's sake, Amy, your belly button is on display here 3 times a week.
Well, I'm an adult. I'm allowed.
Yes, you are, and you can flash your navel anytime you want to. It's not your best look, if you want my opinion, which is why I would cover it up when you're on the date with the ex-boyfriend.
Okay. All right. First of all, it's not a date. It's a lunch. And second of all, Stu was never a boyfriend.
I'm sorry, perhaps boyfriend is the wrong word. What do you call a person with whom you are occasionally naked?
Knock, knock. Hi. Can one of you watch Ned? Please say yes.
When you say watch,
Our babysitter is late,
Her Yugo broke down again.
and we have a doctor's appointment this morning.
Can't you reschedule?
I've been down that road.
No, we can't reschedule. This is the appointment.
We're getting the amnio results, so we're gonna, find out the gender.
Oh, you don't want to be surprised.
Why does everyone say that? Yes, we want to be surprised. We just want to be surprised today.
It'll only be for an hour or so. Susie, the babysitter, she can meet you here.
Well, I have to do carpool.
well, seeing as how I've been forbidden to ever try carpool again, it looks like it's you and me, Ned.
Oh, thanks. Don't worry about the rash on his arms. The doctor's 90% sure it's not contagious.
Paget v. Paget. This is a petition to modify a custody arrangement. Donald Paget is suing for full legal guardianship of their daughter, Lila.
Ms. Marks? Thank you. Your Honor, a little over a year ago, and without my client's consent, Lila Paget, then 13 years old, signed a recording contract with the company Teen Dream Productions. Her mother co-signed the contract as Lila's legal guardian.
I take it Lila is an accomplished singer.
Her second CD comes out next month. She also dances and acts and...
But apparently no longer attends high school. She's dropped out.
She'll get her GED. She's being tutored.
Tutored in what? How to dress like a stripper? Look at what they've got her wearing in these magazines.
Mr. and Mrs. Paget, you're actually not on Judge Judy, so let's just pretend to be civil. Continue.
Your Honor, my client believes that Lila's mother has made a series of irresponsible and neglectful decisions regarding his daughter's welfare. As part of a touring musical act, she's been exposed to a dangerous and unhealthy lifestyle. Her education has been ignored, and her image has been exploited, sexualized, and mass-marketed.
Your Honor, if I might interject.
Please, interject away.
Ms. Paget has not ignored her daughter's education. In fact, she's done quite the opposite. She has ensured it. Lila is poised to make between $200,000 and $300,000 next year, all of it earmarked for a college savings fund.
She's not going to get into college if she doesn't bother with high school.
She's got an opportunity to see the world here.
Yes, and now the world has an opportunity to see her. Take a look.
Ms. Mark-
Coming to a newsstand near you, my daughter's cleavage.
We would like these entered into evidence,
No,
please.
I've explained this to him. Those are called proofs, and we have the right to say no to any of those pictures.
That is not the point. The point is that you let them be taken at all.
How old is Lila?
14.
15.
Hey,
In May, she'll be 15, Your Honor.
We care about William quite a bit. But I'll be honest with you, it's been a challenge. We tried to make him feel comfortable.
You did more than try. You gave him his own room, left him alone.
We never really knew what was going on with him. It seemed like he was always upset.
you do know what he's lived through, don't you? A refugee from Sudan. You've spoken with his sponsor?
Yes, several times. And believe me, we're sympathetic. Amanda, that's my daughter, she has been studying the Civil War and the Sudan in her history class. We know. And we tried to arrange for William to talk to her class, but he wasn't interested.
Not in speaking to a class, but he was definitely interested in Amanda.
Tim? 3 nights ago, Amanda woke up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, and William was in her room.
What was he doing?
What do you think?
Amanda said that he was sleeping. He was on the floor next to her bed. Well, she screamed when she saw him, so he jumped up to his feet, and by then we were both in there.
What did you say?
I just told him to go back to his room.
I told him he was lucky I didn't call the police, and if it happened again, I would.
You terrified him.
He was in Mandy's room.
And that's the night he left.
When we woke up the next morning, he was gone. He took most of his clothes with him. He made his bed. There was no note or anything, and he didn't go to school. So we checked the neighborhood, called the police.
He's not coming back.
What's wrong with Jonah? He looks like a Jonah.
First of all, we don't even know it's a boy.
Oh, it's a boy. Look, I can see it right there. It's waving at me.
What? Now all of a sudden you're a doctor? You don't know what you're looking at? For all we know, that's his elbow. Or mine.
I'm sorry I kept you waiting.
Oh, doctor, that sonogram was incredible. You can actually see the baby's heart beating.
I swear I could feel her kicking.
Okay, so tell us, it's a boy, isn't it? Because I'm sure I
You know
saw
what? I've changed my mind. We want it to be a surprise.
Mr. and Mrs. Gray, let's slow down for just a second. I just received the results of your amniocentesis.
Yes?
There's a problem.
The numbers are pretty raw, but in 12% of amniotic fluid samples, more than one cell type is revealed. This can be reflective of fetal mosaicism.
What? What does that mean?
In your case, the karyotype indicated approximately 7% of the fetal cells.
Is that bad?
There's a significant, if Difficult to quantify possibility that your baby will be born with certain congenital defects.
What defects?
It's known as trisomy 18. The syndrome is associated with a broad spectrum of variable abnormalities consisting of defects to the heart, the kidneys, and part of the bone structure. I'm sorry.
I spent a week in a Sri Lankan hospital with dysentery. Actually, that was one of the highlights of the trip because, you know, they had cable.
Isn't suffering part of the pilgrimage experience?
Here's something I learned. Pilgrimage is actually just a fancy name for a crappy vacation.
So you didn't have any big revelations?
I did have one. I climbed this mountain in the middle of a monsoon, right? And I stood there in the pouring rain, and I realized that I had left this amazingly beautiful, intelligent, naked woman in a swimming pool, and I flew halfway around the world in search of something sacred. And what do I get for my trouble? Acute intestinal distress.
Lovely.
Yes, well, shall we?
I thought you might call, you know, when you got back.
I was going to.
It's totally fine.
My life was a mess. I need to sort some things out, like, for instance, my career.
Yeah, criminal defense. Where'd that come from? Is that another revelation?
No, a couple months after I got back, I got a call from a friend. His son had been arrested and he needed some last-minute representation in court. So I took care of it, and I must have done something right because this thing kind of snowballed. My phone hasn't stopped ringing.
And do you like it? Being on the other side of the aisle?
The truth? I love it. I don't know why. 90% of my referrals come from county lockup. I'm making no money. And last week, a client, he paid me with 12 pairs of sneakers, and I'm pretty sure they're hot. But you know the feeling you get when you realize that you're good at something? Well, I'm good at this. I wake up in the morning and I can't wait to get to it.
Well, it sounds like the pilgrimage paid off.
I was going to call you.
Oh, Stu, it's fine.
I was, and I mean not just about us, but you know, because I read about that trouble that you had with the stalker. I'm sorry that you had to go through that.
Thank you.
And that kid, Eric Black.
Well, he's innocent. Saved my life. I believe that.
That's what it sounds like. It's obviously self-defense. I mean, it's a winnable case. Why is he cutting a deal?
What are you talking about? There's no deal. He's pleading innocent.
Are you sure?
I think I would have heard.
Okay. Then it's nothing. My information must be wrong.
What information?
I heard he's going to plead guilty to manslaughter.
No.
Yes, of course I remember William. The state service brought him here with 2 other boys from his village. William was the subject of much debate.
Why was that?
Well, he was the youngest of the 3. The state insisted that we find a foster family for him.
And with good reason, I imagine. William is 15?
It's hard to say exactly. By the time most of these boys reached the refugee camp in Kenya, they've been walking for many months, years in some cases. 8 workers in the camp made their best guess and assigned approximate ages. We were told William was 15.
The state errs on the side of caution. They consider William a minor.
Perhaps that's a mistake.
Perhaps that's the law.
How much do you know of these refugees, the ones they call the Lost Boys of the Sudan?
I've read a bit. Is this a quiz?
William's village was burned to the ground by army forces. He was one of 20 boys who escaped into the bush. They found each other, started walking. 6 months and over 1,000 miles later, the 3 boys found a refugee camp, or the other 17 all dead. Starvation, thirst, some were ripped apart by predators, lions, hyenas, crocodile. All I'm saying is, in some ways, William is no more a minor than you or I.
Do you think he'd be better off living on his own?
I'd hope that he'd be allowed to live with Jacob and Tabor.
The other survivors from his village?
Yes, they've got an apartment together downtown. We're working very hard on finding them jobs.
May I have the address for this apartment? Mr. Dutt? If William is picked up as a runaway, he goes into something called a secure placement. That's basically juvenile lockup. We'd like to avoid that.
About a month ago, this colleague of mine, guy in sales, came back from a business trip to Japan, and he brought me a videotape, something he'd seen on Japanese television. There's a video starring my daughter. The record company that she signed with was test marketing it overseas.
Where it was a big hit. Most parents would be proud.
Have you seen the video? She looks like a hooker.
It's called Makeup and New Clothes. She's a teenager, Donald. Maybe you've read about them in books. They like to dress up.
Moving on.
All I know is I put the video in at lunch, and I was stunned and horrified and angry. I made 2 phone calls. The first was to Lila's mother, and the second was to my lawyer.
May we watch the video now?
Please. And just for the record, what is the name of the video?
Baby, tie me up.
Charming.
It's kind of a play on words.
Yeah, exactly.
But most girls are like me. I like it hot, I like it rough. I can't get enough.
So how long does this go on?
Oh, no, you don't want to stop it now, because then you'd miss the part where the pipes burst and she dry humps a plumber.
Nobody's humping anyone. It's called aerobic dancing, you ass.
I think I've seen enough.
Two knife wounds, 1 gunshot. Oh, and one guy who, get this, was tomahawked in the head.
Again? 3rd time this month.
Really?
No, Kyle, you need sleep.
Peter, what? You realize there's a lunatic running around Hartford with a tomahawk? What's going on? You okay?
I need to talk. Can we talk?
Yeah, come with me.
I don't know what to do. I need information.
He said only 7% of the cells were affected. Well, that's something to consider. It can be as high as 50%.
Right, so there's a good chance the baby doesn't even have it.
According to the latest research, you can have symptoms with as little as 5%.
So he is gonna have it?
No, I don't know. I'm not going to say that. He could be born with no problems whatsoever.
Yeah. Good. Well, what do we do? I mean, how can we make that happen? Vitamins, a hormone treatment? What about prenatal surgery? I've read about that.
Peter, there's nothing you can do about this. It is what it is.
Okay, let's say the baby did have problems. They might be pretty minor, right?
Without reading the file, without looking at the test results,
Kyle, I'm an insurance guy. That's who I am. I need to know the risks, probabilities. What can we do?
In a situation like this, there's a range of possible responses. Have you considered all of them?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Jillian's only in her 16th week.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
In our bedroom, we had the bunk bed. The table and I helped to build them. Do you know about the bunk bed?
Yes, my son slept in bunk beds until they were about your age.
Did you ask him?
Not now. Ask me what?
Jacob wants to know if you have encountered any more ding-dongs.
When these guys moved in last month, our donation center was still somewhat disorganized. They wound up with a dozen boxes of hostess desserts.
I raised 3 children. I am familiar with ding-dongs.
They're quite good, yes?
What about William? Mrs. Gray wants to know if you've heard from him.
We spoke to him last week. We were supposed to visit him, but he never called again.
Okay, listen. Next time he calls, you tell him to call me. And when you hang up, I want you to call me.
Is William in trouble?
No. If he asks, the answer is no.
But we need to find him.
We're filing for a change of venue. Why? Because the potential jury pool couldn't fill a bathtub. That's why. Read the motion. Let me call you back. Amy, I know. I owe you a phone call. I just got buried this week.
Cutting a deal for manslaughter.
What?
Last time I talked to Eric, he was pleading innocent on all charges. We were going ahead to trial. Now I hear it might be a deal for manslaughter.
Where did you hear that?
Is it true?
There have been some discussions.
Oh, that's just great. It would have been nice to be part of those discussions.
Amy, you are neither the client nor are you his lawyer. You're not even a foster parent. Your interests are not my priority.
Hey, Eric's interests are my interests. He's part of my family.
Well, a manslaughter plea could mean 1 year detention, maximum, no more. Now, that's worth considering.
No. It is still 1 year in jail with an admission of guilt that's going to be with him for the rest of his life. He's innocent, Jane.
It's a gamble. If he loses, he could be locked up until he's 21.
It's a winnable case.
I knew this would be a problem when I took this job. Why do you think I don't return your phone calls?
What?
Do you have any idea how hard it is to represent this kid while being second-guessed every step of the way by the juvenile court judge on the sidelines?
I just want to help. Someone needs to look out for Eric's interests.
Yes, and right now, that someone is me.
Good luck.
What are you doing?
Come on, you've read that book. Babies can hear music, even in the womb. Stimulates them. Okay, I feel ridiculous.
Listen, talked to Kyle this afternoon.
What do you think, ambient, new age, or soulful classical? Ravel or Michael Hedges?
I don't know.
New age will probably irritate him. Let's go with the classical.
Kyle explained that there can be a pretty big difference between a situation like ours with 7% of the cells affected and, say, 50%.
Peter, the baby's going to be fine.
We need to talk about this.
Who's we? You and me, or you and your whole family?
It was only Kyle. Look, I didn't tell anyone else.
Oh, please don't. Peter, if there was anything wrong with this baby, I'd know it, I would.
Kyle suggested that we, consider all our options.
What options?
Well, you're only at 16 weeks,
You're
which
talking
means
about ending the pregnancy?
it's one of our options.
Is that what you want?
Julie and I want everything to be all right, but statistically speaking...
Peter, you're not listening to me. Forget the statistics. Our baby will be perfect. Trust me.
Hey, sweetie. Sorry I'm late. How was your day?
You're kidding, right?
No. Lauren, is this because I made you cover up your belly button? What's going on? What's wrong?
How do you think my day was?
I have no idea.
Is it true?
You're gonna have to give me something a little more than that.
You're the judge who's gonna tell Lila Paget she can't sing anymore?
No,
And you're censoring her video?
How would you know? Where are you hearing this?
It's all over school. Everyone knows. It was on the internet.
I'm on the internet?
Lindsay read about it on lilapaget.com. She told Taylor, who told everybody. And at lunch, this whole mess of girls comes over to my table and asks me why my mom's trying to wreck Lila's career.
And what'd you say?
I said you would never do that. I said you were too cool. I lied.
Lauren. You know I cannot talk about my cases outside of my courtroom. And I can't name any names. But if this girl were in my courtroom, and I'm not saying she is, but I would listen very carefully, and I would try to do whatever is in her best interests. That's my job.
What about my best interest? You're going to decide that Lila Paget's not allowed to sing anymore. And then everyone...
How do you even know this girl's music? Since when are you listening?
She used to be on Radio Disney all the time.
Okay, what I heard, her music, her videos, she's a little old for Radio Disney.
So what? Everybody grows up, Mom, and there's nothing you can do about it.
It's unbelievable. Get this? Apparently now I'm supposed to run my docket past my 10-year-old daughter.
What did you say to Jane Marquette?
What?
I just got off the phone with her, and she told me you were interfering with Eric's defense.
Mom.
That you ambushed her in the courthouse
She
today?
wouldn't return my calls. I had to talk to her. Do you know what she's considering? She wants Eric to plead guilty to manslaughter.
Let her do her job. She knows what she's doing.
And I don't? I've been doing this for 4 years, Mom. I think I know my way around criminal defense.
She told me that a manslaughter charge would guarantee Eric minimal jail time. If he goes to trial, he could lose.
You see, if he loses, he's got the wrong lawyer. It's a winnable case. How come everyone can see this but Jane?
Who's everybody? Did you talk to Stu Collins about Eric's case?
He brought it up.
Of course he did. He's hustling you for her job.
No. He thinks that Jane is making a mistake, and so do I.
Perhaps your judgment is clouded by listening to Mr. I'm a prosecutor, defense attorney, prosecutor, defense...
I think Jane is afraid to go to trial, afraid she's going to lose, and she is making a big mistake, Mom. She is selling Eric short.
In some ways, Lila has more supervision than most girls her age. And I'm with her at every rehearsal, at every performance. Last year, she did a 15-city tour, singing in shopping malls all over the country. And you know what? She was the only teenager in those malls who had her mom with her every step of the way.
It seems like a lot of work for a 14-year-old girl.
I know it does, but it's not work to Lila. She loves it. I mean, when she had the flu last month, I had to plead with her to take a day off. I mean, Lila's always driven.
You don't find that video too inappropriate or sexually suggestive for a 14-year-old to watch, let alone star in?
Obviously, I don't, or I wouldn't have allowed her to participate.
Mrs. Paget, is there anything you would not allow your daughter to do in one of these videos?
Excuse me.
Objection, argumentative.
Your Honor, Mrs. Paget is Lila's legal guardian. I think it is important to establish where she draws the lines regarding her daughter's professional activities if there's anything she finds inappropriate.
You may answer.
That's ridiculous. Of course, there are lines I wouldn't let her cross. That's my job as her mother.
So, can you give us some examples?
Examples?
In the video we saw in court, I take it that you approved of the song, the dance moves, Lila's costume.
What costume?
What I'm wondering is, what are some of the things you rejected? Can you give me an example of how you executed your veto power?
Well, I didn't have to. I'm sorry if her father was uncomfortable watching that video. That's his problem. It's not mine, and it's not Lila's. He's uncomfortable with the fact that his daughter is growing up. Which I have to say is ironic, considering the message that she worked so hard to put in that video.
What message? That shirts get clingy when wet?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I got the entire message of the video. What was it?
It's simple. Girls need to feel free to express themselves.
Oh. Well, if that's the message, then I'm all for it. Which is why I would like to see her here this afternoon, where she will certainly be free to express herself.
Mrs. Gray,
Hello, Tabor. Is Jacob here?
Jacob is at a job interview, busboy for an Indian food restaurant.
Well, I brought you something.
Ding dongs.
No, a question occurred to me yesterday when I was leaving the apartment. Jacob showed me the bunk beds where you and he sleep.
Yes.
What I'm wondering is, who sleeps on the pull-out sofa? Tabor, where is William?
I only sleep at Jacob and Tabor's home. During the day, I come here and walk around.
William.
Some of the food they give away for free. This is my favorite part. This whole wall, food for dogs. Amazing.
Why did you run away?
I made a mistake. In the refugee camp, there were teachers who instruct us in what to expect in our new lives. They told us about schools in America and that our stomachs would have a hard time adjusting to the food. But there were some things they didn't tell us.
Like what?
At night, everybody sleeps alone. My whole life, I never slept by myself. I don't remember my family so much anymore. But I do remember sleeping in a bed with my brother and sister. After, when the village was burned, and I was walking with Jacob and Tabor and the other boys, we slept in groups. We had to. That way we took turn looking out for soldiers or animals. It's what kept us alive. Even in the refugee camp, I shared a tent with them.
What happened at the Harpers?
Here, everything is different. At night, everyone goes into their own rooms. It is what is expected, yes? It felt strange being alone. I thought about things I didn't want to think about. My family, the boys who drowned in the river, the ones who got shot, running away from the army, all of them.
You went into Amanda's room so you wouldn't have to be alone?
I slept on her floor. I just wanted to hear someone else breathing.
Okay, am I allowed to say sports bra in court?
Yeah.
That's the sports bra. It's not lingerie, and it's not my naked breasts.
What did she say? Objection!
Dad, you turn on MTV, and you're gonna see a bunch of girls dancing around in thongs, okay? This is nothing compared to that. And besides, you see more skin at the beach.
Yes, but perhaps the issue here is that this is not the beach. This is going to be beamed into, 5 million living rooms across the country.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I'll be keeping my fingers crossed.
So you're comfortable with that?
Well, yeah, of course I am.
Okay. Well, was there anything that made you uncomfortable when you were making the video?
What, you mean the outfit and the wet shirt? No, those are my idea.
Really?
Absolutely. I was the one that suggested it. I mean, I told Gary Barrows, he's a big video director, and he did one of Britney's. And I told him that it'd be fun and kind of sexy if it started raining or something in the middle of the room. And he was really open to it.
And he didn't think maybe it was a little too sexy?
Well, we both wanted the video to have a message and to have it say that it's okay for girls to be okay with their sexuality. And I totally agree with that. You know, if you're on TV, you're a role model, and I take that seriously.
And did anyone ever suggest that perhaps it's not appropriate for a 14-year-old to deliver that particular message? Well, Mrs. Paget, this is also a question for you. You were there when the video was made.
I tried to stay out of the creative stuff.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that video. MTV is gonna love it. And besides, I know what this is all about, okay? Censorship. Gary told me.
Gary, your director? What exactly did he tell you?
You know he's done over 100 music videos? He has 9 MTV awards. He has Christina Aguilera on speed dial. I mean, so what if he started out making pornos? I mean, who really cares?
Excuse me?
He did what?
It was a long time ago, and he doesn't do them anymore. He doesn't need to, because he's an artist. And besides, I love him.
Oh, honey.
Can we go back to the part where he was making the porno movies?
Just give us a minute.
The boy is 15 years old. The law says he needs a guardian. You know that.
We're not asking you to break any laws, Sean.
Okay. What are you asking?
Well, nobody understands the benefits of having a guardian more than William. See, he owes his life to 2 of them.
2 boys you came over here with?
Jacob and Tabor. Certainly there's a process by which one of them could become his legal guardian.
There's plenty of room in the apartment. Tabor is 18, and he has a job at a restaurant down the street.
Yes, there's a process. We get him licensed as a foster parent. Well, we could push to have it expedited, but still, it's time-consuming.
And during this process, where does William live?
I can't live with them. Not until the license comes through.
But there are exceptions to that rule.
Well, sure, if they were brothers or something.
And what if they were brothers?
Well, it's a different story. I tell a judge they're related, he'll bend over backwards to keep a family together. What are you saying? They are related?
These boys showed up at the refugee camp without any identification whatsoever. Some of the youngest ones didn't even know their last names.
So they might be related.
For 9 years, these boys were never out of each other's sight. They helped each other find water. When one was sick, the other two would carry him. Together, they buried the ones who didn't make it. Are they brothers? You tell me.
Okay. I can make that case to a judge.
Everybody grows up, or at least that's what I've been told recently. My concern here, my only job, is to make sure that you are protected as you grow up. Not only from others who might harm you, but also from yourself.
That's so much crap. Are you gonna say I can't make any more videos?
No. No, as much as I would like to be, I'm not in the business of deciding what should be heard on the radio or seen on TV. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to amend the custody agreement between Joanne and Donald Pageant. The physical custody arrangement will remain the same, but the legal custody arrangement will be altered such that in all matters concerning Lila's career, the consent of both parents will be required. Essentially, what I'm doing is giving you both veto powers when it comes to decisions regarding any of Lila's professional contracts.
Great. So I'm screwed, right?
No. No, I'm not saying you can't dance and sing and be on TV and have a career, but you're not going to do any of it without meaningful supervision. And right now, your mother alone is not providing that. What you need, Lila, is a parent who sometimes will say no. And that's what I'm giving you. So in the meantime, just go be 14. This order is to remain in effect for as long as Lila is a minor.
You suck.
That's nice.
Are you busy?
Hi. Have you come here to watch the Wheels of Justice at work? Because the show ended at 5.
I've seen Eric.
How is he?
All right. He's eating, and everyone's treating him well. He's keeping up with his schoolwork, and he says he wants a new lawyer.
Did you talk to him about Jane?
He says that she's been pressuring him to make a deal, but he wants to plead innocent. He agrees with you that she's scared to go to trial.
Oh. So what do we do?
I've spoken with Sean. We fired her. And I was wondering about your friend, Mr. Collins. Do you trust him? As a lawyer, I'm putting everything else aside.
Yes, I do. If I were in Eric Black's position, the first person I would call would be Stu.
Why don't you do that, then?
Okay.
No, I understand. I'm sorry I didn't call you back earlier. I have your file right here in front of me on an adjustable call tomorrow. Thank you for your understanding, Mr. Bardock. Yes. Yeah, you too.
How you doing?
I don't know. Slept about 20 minutes last night. I'm afraid to look at this policy I just wrote up. I think it's all in Latin.
You have a lot on your mind. Things will calm down. Listen, I was thinking that maybe I didn't answer all of your questions yesterday.
I don't even remember what they were.
Well, I brought you some more information on chromosomal mosaicism and trisomy 18, risks, possibilities, all the math.
Oh, thanks. I like the math. I get the math.
Just remember, even the math is murky. Most of medicine, it's guesswork.
Jillian's in total denial. I broached the subject of terminating the pregnancy. I know the numbers aren't in our favor, but she's got this faith.
Peter, I'm a scientist and you're an actuary, so this may sound strange, but sometimes there are more important things than the numbers. The numbers don't take into account the significance of this pregnancy to you.
We were told it would absolutely never happen. Absolutely. It really is a miracle.
Yeah.
And this baby, people deal with this stuff all the time.
Many of them do more than deal. They thrive.
You think?
I've seen it. Here's what I believe. As a general rule, no one is given more than they can handle.
So tell me this. I take Eric's case. Are you going to be second-guessing me the whole time?
Second guessing, backseat driving, armchair quarterbacking, you name it, the answer's yes.
Okay.
Is that gonna be a problem?
No. The way I see it, it's actually more of a perk.
Okay. Okay, well, there's one more thing. When you left a year ago, you and I were moving toward...
Believe me, I remember.
And maybe at some point in the future, it would be good to figure out what that something is.
Great idea. See, that's why you're a judge. You're smart.
But if you take this case, then that gets put on the shelf for a while, okay? No romance, no nothing. Not until the case is done. Not until you've won.
I want this case.
I want you on this case.
On the other hand...
I know.
Why don't I take the night, sleep on it? That way I'm not on the case.
No,
not
there's
yet.
no time. There's no time. There's an arraignment tomorrow afternoon. If you sign on, then you have to go home and do 3 weeks of work tonight.
When it's over, we figure all this out?
Yeah, that's the deal.
Okay, I'm going home to read.
Okay.
And I will see Eric first thing in the morning.
Thank you. That's good.
We were born before the wind, also younger than the sun. Yeah, the bonnie boat was one as we sail into the mystic. I can now hear the sailors cry. Smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and spirit fly into the mystic. Where that foghorn blows, I will be coming home. Yeah, when the foghorn blows, I wanna hear it. I don't have to fear it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul, just like way back in the days of old. Yeah, magnificently we will fold into the mystic.
Coming up next on TNT's Prime Time in the Daytime, the foster child who killed Amy Stalker goes on trial. All the drama of judging